If you are like many firewall administrators, you begin to forget the details of why certain rules were changed or created weeks or months ago. Because you aren't as sure as you'd like to be, you might be reluctant to make the changes required today. Panorama has a feature to help with that. Our security officer has requested that we create a specific rule to allow outbound DNS that we can also subject to some specific security scrutiny. Examining our current rules, we see DNS is included in the web outbound rule. We'll need to remove it from here and create our new rule. Let's start by creating our new rule for DNS. Click Add at the bottom. Provide a name for this. Notice the bottom of the General tab provides an audit comment field. Let's add the comment that this rule captures DNS traffic for security scrutiny. Let's complete the rule by adding source and destination zones in the DNS app ID. From the inside to the outside. And we'll add the DNS application. That's okay with this policy. Now let's move it to the appropriate place in our list. Now that we have our new secure DNS policy in place, let's modify the web outbound policy and remove DNS from this. Open the policy. Add a comment that we're gonna remove DNS. Go to the application column. Find DNS and remove it. That's our initial changes are complete. Let's commit and push. We're reminded by our security officer that we have to finish the job by adding our overlooked security inspection to the DNS rule that we created. Let's revisit that rule. Let's add a new comment. Go to Actions, select Profiles, and then find under Anti-Spyware Security Profile we have prepared a profile that provides DNS security inspection. Now that we've added that, let's hit OK. And commit and push. A few weeks later, our security officer tells us we need to lock down the DNS traffic to a small set of authorized external DNS servers. So we need to add destination addresses to the secure DNS rule. So let's open that rule up, add a comment, go to our destination. And under destination address, we're gonna add a group called Safe DNS that we prepared earlier that captures 4 specific authorized DNS servers. Now let's commit and push these changes. Let me show you the value of this audit history for these policies. Let's go back to our secure DNS rule. And let's examine our audit comment archive. Perhaps I need to make some changes to the rule. And I wanna review our change history to be sure that I don't violate any of our core design criterion for this policy. Clicking on the audit archive shows us the last 3 comments that we've added. This way I can review the changes to be sure that the spirit of those changes is captured for any changes that I make going forward. Now this comment history is only good when an administrator enters comments into these fields when they're making changes. Panorama has a setting we can enable that requires audit comments be made for every change done to a security policy. Let me show you where that is. Go to Panorama, go to Setup, go to Management, and then scroll down just a bit until you find Policy Rule-Based Settings. Clicking the gear icon to edit these settings shows me the options. The one that we are referring to now is Require Audit Comments on Policies. So I hit OK and commit Panorama. I show the results of those changes.